Hello students, hope you all are doing well with your studies. Now as we have completed our chapter body fluids and circulation, now we will be doing back exercise of this. Now we will do the back exercise. Now first question is name the components of the formed elements in the blood and mention one major function of each of them. So red blood cells or erythrocytes, white blood cells, WBC, or these are called leukocytes, and platelets are collectively called formed elements, and they constitute about 45% of the blood. And major functions you all know: RBC transports gases, that is oxygen and carbon dioxide. WBC fight against infections and blood clotting. Next question is what is the importance of plasma proteins? We have studied about plasma proteins. These are albumin, globins, functions maintain osmotic pressure of the plasma. Called immunoglobulins are protective in function. Antibodies, they are termed antibodies. And prothrombin acts in helps in blood clotting, etc. So we all know the functions of all these. Now next question is match column 1 with column 2. First of all, in column 1, eosinophils are that resist infections. And next is RBC. RBC are helping in gas transport. And then AB blood group. AB blood group is universal recipient. And then platelets are help in coagulation, blood clotting में help करते हैं. And systole is contraction of heart. Now the next question is, why do we consider blood as a connective tissue? Now blood as a because blood consists of fluid matrix, plasma and formed elements just like RBC, WBC, platelets, etc. And thus it is characterized as a special connective tissue, fluid connective tissue in our body. And the next question is, what is the difference between lymph and blood? So we all know blood is red fluid tissue, whereas lymph is colorless fluid tissue. And blood is consists of plasma, erythrocytes, leukocytes, platelets. We know very well, but lymph consists of only plasma and leukocytes. And blood transports materials from one organ to another in the body, whereas lymph conveys material from tissue cells into the blood. Many more differences are there. You can learn in your books. What is meant by double circulation? Next question is, what is meant by double circulation? Now double circulation, as you all know, that double circulation is the that oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood doesn't meet in our body, and this is the double circulation. As you know that in our body, um, systemic and pulmonary respiration is there, and hepatic portal system is also there. And significance of this double circulation is that oxygenated and deoxygenated blood don't meet at all to maintain the high energy needs of our body, to maintain the temperature in our body, to maintain a constant temperature of our body. So this is the significance. And next question is, write down the differences between blood and lymph. We have done open and closed system of circulation. We have done it very well. Systole and diastole. We have done this also. Systole is contraction and diastole is relaxation. And P wave and T wave we have done in electrocardiogram. You know very well about it. Describe the evolutionary changes in the pattern of heart among vertebrates. Um, um, heart of vertebrates is two-chambered. Reptiles may and birds and mammals have four-chambered heart. So we already know about this. Question is, why do we call our heart myogenic? Uh, myogenic cardiac muscles impulse spreads over the heart, move from the body continues to beat, it nourishment is given in proper conditions are there. Then heart auto excitable है इसलिए इसको myogenic कहते हैं. Next question is sinoatrial node is called the pacemaker of our heart. Why? Because located in the wall of right auricle or right atrium, slightly below the opening, which enables it to it spontaneously initiates a wave of contraction which spreads over G fibers, bundles of his at contractions. So this is called pacemaker. Next question is what is the significance of atrioventricular node and atrioventricular bundle in the functioning of heart? So atrioventricular node is a mass of neuromuscular tissues and is situated in the wall of right atrium. The auricular node picks up a wave of contraction originated from sinoauricular node. Bundles of His is a mass of specialized fibers which originate from the AV node, auriculoventricular node. The bundle of His and Purkinje fibers convey impulses of contraction from the AV node to the muscles of the ventricles. So we have done about in cardiac cycle, we have done all these things. So next question is define the cardiac cycle and the cardiac output. So cardiac cycle, you all know, a regular sequence of three events. Auricular systole means auricular contraction, then ventricular systole and means ventricular when contract, and then third is joint diastole means complete relaxation. दोनों जब relax करते हैं उस time relaxation of both atrium and ventricles during the completion of one heartbeat is known as heart cycle or cardiac cycle. And cardiac output, we all know that the amount of blood pumped by heart per minute is called cardiac output. Just like heart beats 72 times per minute and pumps out approximately 70 ml of blood during each beat. Therefore 72 into 70 is equal to 5040 milliliter, 5040 milliliter, roughly it's 5 liters. It's a cardiac output. Next is explain heart sounds. So we have done earlier, heart sounds are two types of heart sounds are there. First sound is loop sound, which occurs at the closure of bicuspid and tricuspid valves, and the second sound is doop sound, which is caused by the closure of semilunar valves. So second sound doop is highly pitched and loop sound is low pitched. Next question is draw a standard ECG and explain the different segments in it. So we have done earlier and that the segments present are P wave, QRS complex and T wave. So I think this question we have discussed in detail earlier, so you can do it very well.